All right, you're sitting on a Zoom call. Your ads guy or your social media guy gets on the call and he tries to tell you that these metrics are just off the hook. Your organic ads are getting tons of views, you're getting tons of likes, you're getting tons of comments, and you're sitting there, you're suspicious because you're spending a lot of money on this and you're not getting any results. That's what we call a vanity metric. A vanity metric is a metric like likes, comments, that really doesn't add up to anything. You can get a lot of likes or comments these days just by showing any video with ChatGPT on it. If you have the right kind of imagery on it, you can get a lot of people to click on the thumbnail and watch the video, but it doesn't mean it's your target customer. It doesn't mean it's your right avatar. It isn't the person you want to show it to. This video is for you as an executive over marketers or as a marketer who wants a real metric for YouTube organic videos. So what I'm talking about are the landscape videos that are shaped like this that you've been watching on YouTube for years, and they've been working a lot better lately. YouTube has just exploded the number of views, the algorithm is doing so much better, the AI works so much better, and I'm going to show you how to do a real KPI on this that's going to line up with whether you're actually going to end up getting sales or not. So let me zoom out a little bit and show you more what I do. I focus entirely on increasing revenue profitably through digital marketing. Here's the funny thing. Over the last 20 years, we have nailed down for direct response marketing. You show the person an ad, they click on the ad, you track what happens, you show the profit. It either works or it doesn't work. It either backs out or it doesn't. It's either getting your return on ad spend or it's not. But something has changed recently. The YouTube videos are doing so good that are organic. And we know people now who are making all their revenue, sizable revenue, off running landscape videos on YouTube. And if you take those organic videos and you back them up with some paid ads, it can really do something. I'm going to go over with you how to do that and have real KPIs so you know if it's working or not. Here's the problem. When people are watching those videos, they're watching them on YouTube. When they're done watching it, they might watch another one of your videos on YouTube. They might go and watch some of your shorts and reels, and then they come back and they watch more of your videos on YouTube. This could go on for days, weeks, or months, and finally they pull the trigger, they decide this guy or this gal is an expert on this subject, their product is top quality, I'm going to go find their website and I'm going to buy. But you don't have any way to really track this. You know when they hit your website where they were just before they came, but what about all that branding activity? What about all of that awareness they had of you? What about the fact that they watched you over and over like you're watching me, every second of it, every minute of it, either developing more trust or developing less trust? Now here's an interesting thing. It doesn't even matter in your industry if you're top tier, middle tier, or lower tier. There's a group of people out there who are looking for you because the different tiers have different price points. There's people out there looking for the best of the best. There's people out there looking for the middle tier and the middle pricing. And there's also people looking for the lowest cost option that's going to get the job done. So no matter where you are in that scale, there are customers on YouTube that are looking for you. So what I'm going to go over now is the simplest, lowest cost way that you can actually make this all work. And if you're already doing this, I'm going to give you some tweaks that are going to allow you to figure out if what you're doing is actually working or if you're just throwing videos out into the stratosphere and you have no idea if anybody's seeing them or not. All right, here's one of the cool things about it. Even with a very, very low ad spend, you can direct YouTube to find the absolute best customers that exactly match up with your target avatar, your target market, and the product you're selling. But you have to get all the settings right. You have to make the videos the right way. I'm going to go over that with you now. First, I'm going to go over how to do this wrong. You make a video on ChatGPT. You make a video with the best kind of burrito, and they have nothing to do with your product. But because those are hot topics, because people like to look at food, because everybody's talking about ChatGPT right now, you're going to get a lot of views. And if you've got your person running marketing, just trying to get a lot of views, they're going to slowly go down to the lowest common denominator of video and show the basest, crudest things because that's what people are interested in. So there's always going to be this yin and yang of you trying to make them do relevant videos and they're trying to go for the things that people are the most interested in because they're going to get these vanity metrics of lots of views and likes. Today, in fact, we were actually analyzing one of our clients' accounts today, and we were trying to figure out which of these discovery ads that I'm going to go over in a moment was doing the best. And we found one of the ads had the lowest cost per view, the lowest cost per click from the video onto the next step, and it looked like it was doing really, really well. But why? It was because it was a video on ChatGPT. The client's product is only peripherally related to ChatGPT, so even though the metrics looked great, and you would think you should dump more money into those ads, they weren't because it was the wrong people watching the ad. On the other hand, we found a different discovery ad that had medium metrics. The cost per view was average. The cost per click was right in the middle. But you know what? That video was spot on, dead in the center, relevant to exactly what the client sells. So we've got a video that's being watched a lot, but not as much as the ChatGPT video. It's being watched a lot, and it's being watched by people who are exactly in the market. So some of the secrets to this is, number one, when you make the thumbnail, the little picture that everybody sees before they click on the video, the thumbnail should filter in the right people and it should filter out the wrong people. So let's just give some examples. Let's say you had a tree trimming service. You've got a chain of tree trimming services across the country and you want to run these ads. Well, on your thumbnail, you should have something directly related to tree trimming or tree trimming services or cost of tree trimming services or how to decide which tree trimming service to pick. It should be something very, very relevant to your product, because the kind of people who are actually going to click on that thumbnail are the kind of people who are looking for your service. Let's say, on the other hand, you're selling high-end gaming computers. Your video should be about things like making sure that the gaming computer doesn't overheat. What are all of the pieces that go into making a high-end gaming computer? How to choose a great gaming computer. Running different types of games on specific gaming computers and how they perform. By having thumbnails and having topics and content in the video that are attractive to your potential customer but are repulsive to people who are not your potential customer, you're going to allow YouTube and the algorithm and the robot to filter in the right people and attract them in, and to keep away the bad ones. By doing this, everything you do, including the organic videos that you get the views for free and the paid ads that you're going to use to prime this pump, all of those things are going to work better, because your thumbnail and your videos are going to tell the AI, which we also call the robot, who should be watching your videos and who you should be keeping away. Google doesn't want to show the thumbnail and doesn't want to show your videos to the wrong people. If they do, the person comes, they click, they go, I don't like this, they leave YouTube. They want to show your videos and your thumbnails to people who go, oh, that's really cool, that's really interesting. They click, they watch, and you know what they do next? They go, I want to see more of this guy. And so they go and they watch more of your videos. And next week, they watch more of your videos. And 2 weeks later, they watch more of your videos. The more of your videos they watch, the more Google and YouTube are going to have a chance to show ads, and they're going to have a chance to make more money. So the more you can make your thumbnails and your videos communicate the exact people you really want, Google will reward you with more of those people. That's both on the organic videos and also on the paid ads. All right, now let's go over discovery ads. This is where you should start. Discovery ads are where you take one of your long form videos, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, as long as it takes for you to really tell the whole story of the topic of that video. And again, these are videos that you make that are hyper relevant to your target market and are going to be interesting to the right people and not interesting at all to the wrong people. You make those long form videos, you put them on your channel, whole universe of information on how to do that. But once that's up, you can then run what are called discovery ads. You run these in the Google Ads platform, the same place you run search ads and display ads. So your advertiser is going to put the ad in the Google Ads console, and they're going to run what's called a discovery ad. So discovery ads are going to show up when you go on Google and you search a topic, and the results are down below. The top one or so results are going to be a discovery ad. It's going to look like a thumbnail just like every other video in the result, except it's specifically going to be your ad with your thumbnail. The other place it's going to show up is on the right side of the screen. You're going to see all these other suggested videos that pop up on YouTube. The top one or so are going to be the discovery ads. What the discovery ad is saying to the user is, you're looking for a certain type of video. This is a video that we think you might be interested in. And then if your thumbnail is hyper relevant to your exact target market, you'll get the right people clicking on it, and you won't get the wrong people clicking on it. And then here's the beauty. Once they get to the video, if your video is about your subject and it's a subject that's really interesting to your target market, they're going to watch the video. They're going to watch 25% of the video. They're going to watch 50% of the video. They're going to watch 75% of the video. Just like this topic has been interesting to you if you've made it this far, it is communicating to the AI that you're somebody who's either managing marketers or you are a marketer, and you're interested in improving your organic videos on YouTube and using ads to drive more users to those, and using real KPIs that actually tell you if your views and your ads are being effective to the right people or if it's just a vanity metric. By you watching this far, you're personally sending a signal to Google's AI, which is telling it to get more people like you to watch the videos. So there's a special metric you've probably never seen before called played to percentage. If you go into the Google Ads console, or you have your advertiser do it, there's a place they can click on that opens up new columns. So there's a hidden column in it called played to percentage. When you click the button on it, in the Google Ads console, all of a sudden, for your discovery ads, you're going to see a series of columns, and those columns are going to say 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%. Let's go over a little bit how it works. So let's say you have campaign A. So you're running campaign A, and it's a discovery ad, and on that discovery ad, it's showing up trying to get people to watch your actual video, your long-form content that's in landscape mode, that you work that's 10, 20 minutes long, that you have on your channel. The discovery ad is actually going to put that up to viewers and say, hey, this is very relevant to what you're looking for, you should watch this. So what happens then is in a discovery ad campaign, this new column will appear that says, well, 4 columns, 25, 50, 75, 100%. And when it shows those columns, there's going to be a number underneath it. So it gets a little complicated, and I'll try to make it as simple as I can. You have campaign A and you have campaign B. Each one of them has a different discovery ad, and you want to know which one of them is performing better. So you look at the column that says 50%. 50% column is saying how many people, what percentage of the people who saw video A actually watched at least 50% of it. So let's say the number is 17%. So what that 17% is saying is that of the people who saw the thumbnail and clicked on it and actually started the video, 17% of those people made it 50% of the way through the video. Then we have campaign B, which is performing so much better. And when we look at campaign B, we see in that 50% column the number 82%. What that's telling you is of the people who saw the thumbnail and clicked on it and started watching the video, 82% of them made it halfway through the video to the 50% mark. So if you look through all of your discovery ads and you see, and by the way, this has to have as a prerequisite that the thumbnail has to be hyper relevant to your market and the video has to be hyper relevant to your market. If you don't have those in place, these numbers are meaningless. So skip the ChatGPT videos. So instead, you have a hyper relevant thumbnail and you have a hyper relevant video that's 10, 20, 30 minutes long, and you look at it and you see that 84% of the people who started watching the video, which are your target market because they made it past the thumbnail, 84% of those people made it to the 50% mark. You have a video that's highly engaging, highly interesting to your target market that's going to make them know, like, and trust you, better understand their problem, better understand what you're doing, and move them toward a buyer instead of just a viewer. Now, yes, these metrics are not as ironclad as what we're used to. It's not a click on the ad and 32% of the people bought. We spent $2,000 on ads, made $4,200 in revenue, and we can calculate out if it's profitable. It's not that accurate, but it is very directional. And we do know that if you've got the thumbnail and the video lined up to be interesting and intriguing and helpful for your target market, then people actually watching those videos are more inclined to become your customers. And we know from a 10,000-foot level over many clients that this does indeed work. All right, as a final review, here's the key parts. Make good videos 10, 20 minutes long. Make the video highly relevant to your customer and your company, something that will be highly intriguing to your customer that moves them toward the direction of purchasing your product. Even if it's early in the purchase process or late in the purchase process, it should give them information that helps them solve their problem and moves them toward a purchase. In addition to the video content being highly relevant to them, you also should make a thumbnail that immediately looking at it immediately says to you, yes, this is something I'm interested in, or no, it's not. And it has to be hyper relevant to your avatar and your product and what you're selling. And then throw a little money at discovery ads and compare one video to the next, figure out which one has the best metric. When you find the one with the better metrics, keep spending more and more money toward it. All right, that's the end of the video. If you're feeling really wild, go down to the comments section. Let me know if you got anything out of this. If there's something specific you'd like me to teach, please put it in there. I'd love to help you.